Cut out the bullshit. How to lose weight 101. Nowadays in fitness content, all you hear about is the 5 minute abs or the secret hack to losing weight. In this video, I'm going to give you the no BS explanation on how to lose weight. What's up? I'm Aiden. I'm a certified personal trainer, and this is what I teach all of my clients whenever they are trying to lose weight. All right, so I can boil it up to 3 key points. And the first one is going to be calorie deficit, or calories in, calories out. You can't lose weight if you're just eating cheeseburgers, and you can't lose weight, bro. You can't lose weight if you're eating fast food every single day. Canes, In-N-Out, cheeseburgers, McDonald's, whatnot. It's super important that you find the balance between what you're eating and what you're doing throughout the day to fall in a calorie deficit. It's simple thermodynamics. The amount of energy that you put in your body and the amount of energy that you expel. If at the end of every single day you have more calories than you have expelled throughout the day, your body is going to store them up in fat cells as glycogen in your body, or it's going to use it to create muscle. And depending on your lifestyle and your macros, so your protein, carbs, and fats, is going to depend on that ratio of muscle and fat that you build on with those excess calories. Hey, Future Aiden here. I just dropped a free phase 2 workout plan in the description below that specializes in fat loss. Check it out while you still can. Okay, so there are 3 main ways that your body burns calories. The first one is going to be through exercise. So going to the gym or running on the treadmill or playing basketball or playing your favorite sport. Any type of exercise, you are obviously going to be burning calories. I think we all know that. The second one, and this is where most of your calories are burned, is through your metabolic rate. And that is just the normal processes of keeping your body alive. And this is where around 60 to 70% of your calories are burned throughout the day. And you don't even have to do nothing. That's the best part. You could be laying on the couch. And then the last way is your NEAT, which is non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which is basically a very long and overcomplicated word of saying ways that you burn calories that is outside of structured exercise. For example, taking 5 flights of stairs instead of taking the elevator. Sorry, I got weird there because I thought I heard someone. And you have to be mindful of the calories that you put in your body if you want to lose weight. And the best way and the easiest way and the most simple way to do this and make sure that you're hitting that mark every night is counting your calories. And check this out. There has been multiple studies done that people grossly overestimate the amount of calories that they burn in the gym about 4 to 3 times. And people also severely underestimate the amount of calories that they're eating throughout the day. So you might be gaining weight when you think that you're eating less. Like those bag of chips, it says 360 calories for a serving, but if you eat the whole bag and it says you don't notice that there's 3 servings on the bag, you just ate, I made it hard for me to do math, 180 calories. There you go, quick math. Or not 100, 1,080 calories, quick math. Yeah, so those chip bags have a lot of calories in it, and you might not be realizing that. Or maybe if you're eating bowls of fruit, that bowls are like, you think that fruit is good for you and that it's not that many calories, but if you actually add up all the calories, you're eating 400, 500 calories of just grapes, and that's a snack. And that stuff adds up throughout the day. But this leads me into my next topic, which is progressive overload. Progressive overload is every single week or every other week, you're either slightly increasing the weight or slightly increasing the amount of reps. And that's just to put progressively more load on your muscles. And what this does is it signals to your brain that, oh shoot, I need to keep these muscles because I am in a difficult environment and it is pushing me harder. So I need to keep these muscles. So when you, throughout the day, instead of your body eating up its muscle because you're in a calorie deficit, instead of it eating up its muscle, it's going to start eating up the fat. And this is the main principle on body recomp and losing fat while gaining muscle. Unfortunately, this is the only buzzword that I have in this video. I know progressive overload is all over the place, but it's really important for you to put your body in an environment where it needs to adapt. The human body is amazing at adapting to its environment. And you look all over the world and you see all how everyone has adapted to their environment, and not one person is the same. It's honestly amazing. So whenever you're putting yourself in a difficult environment, your body is going to adapt. Although if you are progressively overloading in a calorie deficit, you have to be very careful how aggressively you cut.
Recovery isn't the same as if you were eating around your maintenance or in a calorie surplus. So you have a lot less recovery. So if you go and you're pushing your body and you're doing 5 sets, 20 reps, and you're going to failure every single time, your muscles aren't going to be able to recover that. They're not going to be able to recover from that as fast as they would if you were giving your body more energy through the calorie surplus. And if you're training in an exhausted state,
You're just asking to get hurt. So you have to be careful. So there's a fine line on what you should be doing. And for me personally, I like to, if I'm on a cut every 2 weeks, I up the weight by literally like 2.5 pounds. And I'll try to just do the same weight. And what this does is it signals to my brain, hey, these muscles are important. There's more load being placed on them. So we are going to keep the muscle and we're not going to get rid of the muscle. And it's going to start targeting my fat. And that is progressive overload. And the last key point is consistency. The pyramids weren't made when people were slacking off all the time or here or there. Like, oh, you know what? Today I'm going to decide to move the giant stone up. Now, it took back-breaking labor and hard work and dedication and showing up to work every single day to build that pyramid. Your body is just like that. You have to be consistent and always show up for yourself, eating the right type of food, going to the gym, making sure that you are burning more calories than you are putting inside of your body. So let's say you want to go eat out with friends tonight and you're like, oh, you know what? I know I'm going to eat like a big meal. You can try to be a little mindful of what you're eating out there, or you can supplement that with more hard work during the day. So before you go out with your friends, you can go play some pickup basketball and make that your cardio day and try to burn as much calories as possible. And that's the best thing about this. Like, if there's some days where you're like, you know what, I'm feeling a lazy day, I don't really want to go and hit the gym, like today's going to be my off day, you can supplement that by maybe eating half of the portion sizes that you're used to. And you will still see that consistent growth. Yes, cheat days are nice and you can sometimes get in cheat days, but you got to be careful because if you miss one day and you don't show up the next day, you're starting to form a habit. And that habit that next day can turn into another day. And then it's 3 days without the gym, 4 days without the gym, 5 days without the gym. You're like, oh, you know what? I'll just go next week. I'll start up again next week. If you want to see these results, then you are going to have to show up for yourself every day. And if you miss a day, then make sure that you make it a point to hit it the next day. Because the worst thing that you can do is start a bad habit. In all of my years of lifting and being in the gym, the times that I've noticed the most gains, the times that I've noticed like I'm like peak, I'm like, yo, I look in the mirror, it's like, what? That it's freaky, is when I've been consistent. When it's been 3 months of me hitting for straight, when it's been a year of me hitting for straight. It's consistency. And that's where a lot of people fall off. And that's what separates the few from the many in anything in life is consistency. But anyways, those are my 3 key points on losing weight. Follow them, and I promise you, it will change your life. And not just in the gym. That last key point can be applied to anything you do, and you will excel. So remember that. All right. Peace out, y'all.